Powerboat Nation of the 2014 Miami Boat Show, and we're pretty excited to be on board a brand new 50 Mystic with the owner, Chris Cox. Chris, how are you today?
How are you? Glad to meet you.
Pleasure to be here.
Thank you.
This is quite an extreme boat, wouldn't you say?
It is. I think so. I think John hit his mark on our goals and our expectations of what we were trying to build here, and we're very happy with it.
50 Mystic.
Yes.
It's got some big Stotler power in it.
Yep.
BPM drives.
BPM drives.
And a rudder.
Yep. Latham rudder. Latham did all our steering. BPM, Flexi Tab, and Herb Stotler power.
Right.
You know, all the paint and graphic design work was done by Mystic. You know, we're a little. My first time seeing the boat together, so I've been on a boat for about a half hour, and I'm still got a little bit of goosebumps.
And then we jumped all over you to ask you questions about it.
Perfect, that's right.
Yeah, perfect timing.
I'm gonna have goosebumps for quite a while.
Well, listen, it's a beautiful machine, but it's a pleasure boat, right?
Yeah, we actually the logic behind this boat is that I've had other race boats, and with a race boat being a two-seater, it's very hard to do pleasure boating.
Right.
So with this boat, we shopped it around to see who can actually build our vision of having a true race boat that we could pleasure boat. This boat's actually a 5-seater as opposed to most of the other boats that are 4-seaters. So the idea is that we're going to do racing.
Okay.
And if we want to do poker runs, we have a little bit of luxury. It's probably the only race boat that you're going to see that has cup holders. We'll have air conditioning, and pretty much we'll be able to take the wife and kids out on poker runs.
Nice.
So we're excited.
That is exciting. So a little bit of background, in case you don't know, Chris ran the Super Heat, which was a platinum, right?
Yeah, 40-foot platinum Rage, and then we ran that boat from 2009 up until 2012, when we sold the boat, and we started this project.
So how many races will we see coming up?
Well, you know, being that this is a brand new boat, it's going to take us this better part of this whole season just to get the boat dialed in.
Right.
We'll definitely be at Key West, Sarasota, Clearwater, and we're also hoping to make some the Florida Powerboat poker run events. So, you know, it's going to be. We probably have 3 or 4 months worth of work still, so it's going to be up in the air what our first event's going to be.
Right, absolutely. Herb Stotler built the power.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about the engines that are going in it?
Sure, they're going to be 707 cubic inch motors. Okay. So we're going to be running around 1,500 horsepower per side, and I think that's a pretty conservative number for what Herb's able to do. Pretty much the same motors that are running a Syntron boat right now. Okay. That have proved very well, very reliable. And then we'll be able to play with the boost, and if need be, we might be able to jump up a little bit. You know, we'll see.
All right, so I'm going to take a stab at this and guess that you haven't had this thing wet yet yourself.
The boat hasn't been wet at all.
Wet at all?
At all. In fact, this is the first time out in the light.
Okay.
So it's really. You know, I've seen the boat. It's been a little bit about a year's process, and we've been down to the Mystic plant probably once a month since we started this project. So I've seen the boat when it was being mixed epoxies and the first bulkhead, and you know, and primer and prep, and you know, the whole logic behind this boat, and then it all to culminate at the same time, and then it be put out to the boat show. You know, John sent me a photograph of the boat when it first pulled out of the paint shop, and it was like, this is the first shot in the sun. So it was great. It's great to see it. It's great to see it like now it's a real boat. Right. You know, before it was a beautiful piece of fiberglass or carbon fiber, but now it's a real boat, and it's great.
That's fantastic. Tell me a little bit, if you can, about that build process. You had an idea, you had a concept, it went on paper, and then you followed along all the way through. Once a month you were flying down to go to the plant? Yeah,
the concept behind this boat was, you know, safety is a big factor. Again, you know, I have 2 small children. You know, racing the Platinum, although it's a great boat, that was built by Skater, and they built great products. We just wanted to find a manufacturer that could build our vision rather than us envisioning what they built. And it's a little bit of a different logic for the buyer. And you know, we were working on this boat before there was any fiberglass, before there was any, you know, moving bulkheads around to actually encompass the 5 seats. Yeah. You know, it was just, for me, I wanted to be very involved. You know, I'm an average Joe, and the boat, you know, we named the boat Envy, and the name actually is a personal it's kind of a stab at myself, is that I've always had envy of other people's boats.
Okay.
You know, I had an 18-footer, but that guy had a 22-footer. So I bought a 22-footer, and that guy had a 30-footer, and so on and so forth. So for me, the Mystic was the best that I thought was out there, and I was always envious of all the Mystics out there. So when we came with the boat, my wife's favorite color is green.
Okay.
So we were picking out colors. Of course, the boat was going to be green, no matter what I thought. And we actually found a color that was green with envy.
That's what I was just going to say, green with envy.
It worked perfect. The name just works for us, and you know, it just kind of all fell together. It's so much fun.
Fantastic. Chris, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to everybody about your new boat. It's an incredible piece, absolutely beautiful, and we look forward to seeing it get wet and go in the water. And maybe we'll talk to John. We'd like to invite ourselves along to at least watch from the dock as that goes.
Well, the good thing is we have some room for you.
Fabulous, even better. All right,
Brad, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.